So I was flipping through one of my old sketchbooks and I saw this cute little drawing that I did in 2018. My brain made the dial-up noise and I just knew I had to draw her. Before I roast my old art, I just want to say that this is not a bad drawing. In fact, I think it's cute and she has a fairly dynamic pose. If you look at this piece and see your own art, whether it is in style or skill level, you're doing great. Keep drawing and don't take my roasts as an insult to you. Everyone is in their own place in their own art journey. Please don't let my words discourage you. Now, with that said, it's time to roast this. Look at those legs. Do you see it? Yeah, the bent leg, if it were to be extended, would be longer than the extended one. That would be a pain in the ass to walk around like. Now look at the hand, holding the little dude. It's backwards. Her thumb should not be on that side of her hand. If you mimic the pose, you will notice that, yeah, your thumb is not facing that way, it's facing the other way. So, as a quick tip here, always put your body in the pose you're trying to draw someone in. It helps so much with getting the anatomy better. I'm not going to say right because anatomy is hard. Now, the arms are really long compared to the rest of the body and her legs. And those wings kind of look like she threw a curtain behind her. Why is the knife just strapped to her thigh? She's going to cut herself. That's gonna be painful. Okay, yeah, it looks cool, and I don't change it into redraw, but she's gonna end up with some scars if she keeps that up. So, while I was looking at this piece of art, my brain suddenly asked, why do angels have bird wings? What makes bird wings angelic and holy? I know it's a weird question, but it has me curious to no end. In all honesty, if you think about it, angels are rather messed up and just a little bit blasphemous. They are human-animal hybrids. We usually see things like that as evil, like werewolves, minotaurs, harpies, sirens, and mermaids. Did early Christians see older religions depicting their gods as part animal and decide, yeah, let's do that? Do they look at the Egyptians and think, yeah, they're onto something there? But they're throwing their net just a little bit too wide. Did they think, yeah, that's cool, but you put too much animal into that human hybrid. Let's bring back your level of furry. Just a little bit. Okay, now that I got that out of my system, mostly, I think the reason why early Christians decided to give angels white wings is because of doves. Doves were already a symbol of love before Christianity kicked in the door and took over the world. In Greek mythology, they were associated with Aphrodite, the deity of love and beauty. And in ancient Mesopotamia, doves were symbols of Inanna or Ishtar. I believe it's depending on which region you come from, you have her labeled as one or the other. She's the goddess of love, sexuality, war. Love, sexuality, and war. Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to say passion because all of those things feel like very passionate things to me. So my brain goes, ah, yes, goddess of passion. So doves were already a representation of love. So it would make a good symbol to show God's love. The image of people being like, yeah, let's slap some wings on those absolutely beautiful mofos to show God's love for us is funny to me. It also implies that we should implicitly trust creatures with dove wings. So, I think it's a very personally here, reasonable thing to go down the street and ask ask that little old lady to give you all of her money for reasons. And she might give it to you if you're wearing some wings, because, you know, you're just more trustable. You've got devil wings. You're a symbol of love and peace. I also want to know why halos became a thing. You know, it makes me laugh to think that a little hula hoop of gold above your head is holy. Okay, but in all seriousness, halos probably came to be from early art, and over time we just simplified it. Some guy in the early years of humanity, and when we were really getting into art and starting to be able to preserve it better, I guess, looked around and said, yes, I will depict this man, woman, or child god thing with light around its head to show off how pure and good they are. And people just went, hell yeah. Then, through more parody and cartoonization of art, we wound up with this dinky little ring of gold above their head. You know, in all seriousness, it makes complete sense why biblically accurate angels look the way they do. Lots of dove wings and a body made of pure light. Yepperoni, that sure as heckity heck looks holy to me. I don't know if you'd disagree. Like, seriously, those are two very purely godly things to represent an angel. Well, I don't know if this has helped anyone, but I had fun with this line of thought. And I think my brain might feel a little lighter now that I've suspended your disbelief a little bit, and spewed all of this out. This is a whole thing that feels like a game of 6 units of separation, where you can get from one random thing to another in 6 steps. I think it's usually played on Wikipedia, and you just click links for 6 units of separation. It might be 12 units of separation, I can't remember quite right. I do want to make it clear I did little to no research on this besides 1 or 2 Google searches. This is just me theorizing with information I already know, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything. Or if you just want to tell me I'm stupid and being blasphemous for calling angels a little bit blasphemous and messed up. You know, when I drew the first piece, if you told me in 4 years I'd be able to do it even better, sure, I'd have believed you, but I don't think I would have believed that the art in front of me now is the art that I'd be drawing. Isn't that crazy? Think about going back and telling a smaller version of you, hey, we're doing good, we're creating things. Our art has improved significantly, just keep at it. I think I would have been over the moon to hear that. Sometimes I do these redraws, and I think a lot of people assume it's to prove to myself that I'm getting better. In a lot of ways it is, but it's also a way to show my little kid self that, hey, we're improving. You didn't peak here. Your art's amazing, and you should keep going, keep drawing. So I really do think redraws like this are important. I think not only do they help show you how much you've improved, and God, please don't get on me how, of course you improved, it's 4 years. It's true, yeah, sure, that's a lot of time, but still, it's important to see that you're improving, and sometimes when we're just going from piece to piece to piece and not looking back, it's hard to see that. And I think if you're an artist and you have some old sketches or old pieces of art that you were really, really proud of when you did them, go redraw them. Go look at them, go redraw them, and show yourself how much you've improved. Show your younger self why you kept drawing. Oakley dokley, let's go over the new piece of art. I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I love how squishy she looks. The squish of her thighs is so cute to me. And that little bit of belly chub Beautiful. I didn't change the knife because, like I said, it looks cool. The hand holding the little dude is still quite wonk, but at least it's not backwards. Hands are probably one of the things I struggle most with drawing. I'm also pretty happy with how the background came out. I felt like just doing a figure was a bit too easy. Not that drawing a human figure is easy, it's just I've come farther than that in my art journey. And I felt like it would be the best way to represent how far I've come in 4 years. Give it a background. The program I use to draw is Krita. It's free, and I really love the way it works. Out of all of the free drawing software that I've tried, it's definitely top tier. I love it, so I'll leave the link in the description for you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.